Hi there, Jean Greer here at Stylish Fireplaces. Today I'm going to introduce you to the Symmetry series of linear fireplaces from Amantii. The Symmetry series is on the wall behind me. It comes in sizes 34 inches wide, 42, 50, 60, 74, 88, which is really unique to Amantii, and 100 inches wide. There are two parts to this series. There's the mainline series, Symmetry, and then there's the SymmetryB, B for basic. So I'll explain the differences between those. They've also added an extra tall to the series, as well as being extra tall, that unit would also be extra deep. The Symmetry and the SymmetryB, which are on this wall, are always the height that you see here, about 16, 17 inches tall, depending on whether you're including the frame or not. And these are meant to go into a 2x6 wall. Now, like other manufacturers, they also offer a semi-flush trim kit. So if you were trying to put this into a 2x4 wall, you would use the semi-flush trim kit to cover up the part of the fireplace that's going to stick out of the wall slightly. So they do offer that option for 2x4 installations. But to be fully flush the way you see it on this wall, you need a 2x6 build out. Let me take you through some of the differences between the Symmetry and the SymmetryB. So the one at the top here is the SymmetryB. The standard interior for the SymmetryB would not be the black rocks that I have here. It would be the clear crystals that you see in this unit at the bottom. So the SymmetryB for basic would come with clear crystals only. You can always change those out for other materials like we've done here. The SymmetryB series also has the what they call their fire and ice flame pattern, which they've had for quite a few years now. So that flame pattern would be the standard flame pattern in a SymmetryB. The SymmetryB, by the way, comes in all the same sizes as the main Symmetry. And then the other difference would be that the SymmetryB series does not have the extra set of ambient lights shining down on the materials. So I'll show you in the main Symmetry series how the ambient lights can hit the media down below. But with the SymmetryB series, that light is not here. So again, B for basic, a few less features, but it also changes the price point. So it gives us a very competitive price point in a really nice looking Symmetry shell. So that's the SymmetryB. The main Symmetry is what you see here in the center and on the bottom. So with the main Symmetry series, the flame pattern, you have a choice. So they have the fire and ice flame that they've used for many years, as I said, but they've got this new flame pattern that you can also get, which gives you a little more of a flame appearance. The fire and ice flame is what I call Northern Lights. It sort of covers the entire background of the screen. The newer flame pattern in the Symmetry series is more of a flame shape. So it's nice to have that option, and with Symmetry you do. So if you prefer the fire and ice flame that they've had for many years that many people like, you have that option with the Symmetry, but you can also use a different, they call it a stencil inside, to get the newer flame pattern. So lots more choices there. And also this has an extra set of ambient lights. The Symmetry will also come with a choice of interior materials. So it will come with the log that you see in this center one, as well as the clear crystals that the SymmetryB would have. So you do have more options there to set it up the way you like. The other thing you're going to notice about the Symmetry is this has a more substantial frame than some of the other linear styles that you'll see on our website. So they've done a nice substantial 2-inch frame here. This is really a great option for people who don't really like that skimpy, almost frameless appearance. You either love that or you don't. This gives you a nice option to have an actual finished, beautifully made edging around the fire. The reason they've done this bigger frame though is part of the technology in the unit. So they've been able to hide the heat vent up into the underside of this frame. By having a more substantial frame, you don't have to see any kind of a heat vent at this level. It's all tucked up under here. The other thing they've done is they've hidden the air intake at the bottom of this frame. That does mean that you have to be careful about how you install this unit. The frame always needs to be sitting against your wall materials. You wouldn't bring your wall materials up to the frame. But I think if you're choosing something with this more substantial frame, you really do want that frame to be a little bit proud of your wall surface. So that's all good. I'm going to step back and just show you some of the colors that you can achieve. With Amantii, the flames can change color. So I've set them all to be quite natural with orange and yellow here. But you have a choice of orange, yellow, and blue. And when you add in the blue, of course, you get violets and magentas and some of those colors in between. And then we can also play with the downlighting on the Symmetry series, not on the SymmetryB, of course. So I'll show you what those options look like. So as you can see, you can have a lot of fun playing with the various flame colors, the various downlighting colors. You can really change the way this unit looks just by changing those combinations. So you've got something for all seasons. I like to say in the summer, we might want to choose to be more of the blues and purples, and in the winter, maybe a little more like a flame with the oranges and the yellows. So it's nice to have those options. The other thing, of course, with this series, the Amantii Symmetry series and the SymmetryB, is you do have a heater. The heater is always optional on electric, so you can have the flames on without the heater. But when you do have the heater on, you have temperature settings on the unit that you can control with the remote, which I'm holding in my hand. And you can, of course, the heat is going to blow out this vent, so it's going to come down over the window and into the room and circulate around. And with all electrics, when the heater is on, there's a blower on. The blowers are very quiet, so it's not something that's going to drown out the other sounds in the room, like a TV, for instance. So again, this is the Amantii Symmetry series. It's one of the latest from Amantii. And you can find it at stylishfireplaces.ca on our Amantii page or under linear in-wall fireplaces.